In this video we're going to show you how we laid our calcadas. This is a follow-up and the link is up there to our video digging out the drive. So let's get on with it. So what are calcadas? Well, basically they're Portuguese cobblestones and they use them in their towns and villages throughout Portugal for their pavements and roads. There are many different types of rocks used for calcadas, the most popular being these white limestone ones. The big problem for us is when they get wet, they get slippery. Our grand plan is to run motorcycle touring holidays from here. So we wrote off the white calcadas as surface for our driveway. Then we found these. These are a much different type of stone with a much rougher surface, and we like the colour. They don't come without their problems though. These are hand cut and they should be 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres by 5 centimetres, but as you can see they're not square, and that's not the only problem. They don't always come as that size. Sometimes they come like that, and sometimes they come like that. And somehow you've got to get these into a driveway. Well, this is the story of how we did it. It was a lot of hard work. Hope you enjoy. Right, the stage we're at the moment, we've levelled it all out, established our four corners for the slopes that we want on this, and then we've put in some steel poles to get our level to rake through, and we've just raked all the sand back to around about this point through here, so that we can now compact all this down. We work on this half first of all, so that we've still got a way in there. I spent about half an hour going up and down with the compactor, and then I've saturated this with water. We need to leave it for an hour or so now for the water to permeate in. Right, I'm not going to profess to instruct you on how to do this. I have a technique I've developed partly by watching other people do it, partly by my own experience. I've got a string line set up which gives me a rough guide, and I stress it's a rough guide. When you get stones that vary so much, it's pretty difficult. Each stone you have to sort of put down individually, and it's back-breaking, it's arduous and it's slow. But overall, I quite like the effect. It doesn't look modern and produced. It is what it is, bits of stone laid in sand, and provides a hard, durable surface that will last for years. And one of the beauties about it is if you've got any underground services that you have to change or put in, you can just dig it up, put your services in, and then lay it back down again. And you don't lose anything. Basically, you might want a bit more sand, but it's not like concrete where you'd have to gun it all up and then relay it, or tarmac, and there'd always be a patch there. There's one big advantage. The big disadvantage is it's hard work. Watch and learn if you can. As I said, I'm not professing to be an expert. Basically, the idea is after we've got a nice compacted surface, dig out and fluff up the powdered rock. This is not sand, this is pau de pedra. I think I've said that right. Probably get told off if I haven't. It's basically crushed rock, and it's everything from small sand grain sizes of rock down to powder, and it goes down like concrete. A little bit of water mixed in with it really pulls it down. So off I go. Start another grueling day. Got to admit, it's not my most favourite job I've ever done. The time lapse ended when we got to the bottom there. Then we've managed to get some sand vibrated in, got them all vibrated level. They've got to have the final machine run across them, and then a mixture of the crushed powdered stone and cement worked into all the joints, brushed in and then watered off. It actually took us quite a few days to get this first section of the calcadas down. I think the most I got was around about 5 square metres in a day. We've come this far and stopped because it gets us to these steps which lead on up to our first finished house. Here, where you now see the caravan, is where the next house will go. When that's complete and we no longer have to run heavy machinery over this area, the drive will continue up and round and out to the Camino. We had 2 cubic metres of these stones delivered and we're told we were going to get between 10 and 12 square metres per cubic metre. Now we've finished this first section, we've measured it, and we've actually got closer to 17.5 square metres per cubic metre. This has been good for our wallet and makes the cost of these particular stones work out very close to the bottom end of any brick or block paving we could find locally. So we're very pleased with the end result.